It's it's the action figure freak once again, and today I got you another one of these celebrating 85 years of Marvel Legends line with the Iron-Man Hulkbuster, whatever. This looks really cool. This looks really amazing. I paid fucking 80 euros for it. Couldn't find it cheaper, and I've heard everyone talking about how insane the price is, but I would say let's stop the talking and get this thing open. And here he is right out of the box, the Hulkbuster, the second Hulkbuster that we got. We also had one in, I think, the first Hasbro Marvel Legends line as the BAF, or it was one of the later ones. But all in all, this one looks like a big ass upgrade. It's pretty big, and yeah, let's get into the details. Okay, first up, what do we get with this figure? First up, which I think is really nice, we get here the Tony Stark head with some metal around his head, so he's really sticking in that Hulkbuster. Then we get these two turbines, or whatever these are, repulsor blasts, fuel, whatever, we'll see in a second. Then we got also two interchangeable fists. Also these look really nice, horizontal hinged as these relaxed hands we got on there. And then we have these two pieces. These are going around his body like this, so he looks even more chunky, even bigger. But as you may remember, before 2 days, I think it was, yeah, Thursday, Wednesday, whatever, there I opened the Detroit Steel. We'll do the exact same thing as on this. I will put this piece here away so we have a little more space for a big figure like this, so you can see it a little better. First up, before we gonna assemble him, the articulation is a really important part. On the head, I think I already felt it, yes. We have a neck joint in here, which moves pretty good. And on top, we have another of these neck swivel joints. This is pretty good also for this head here. Another cool feature is we got all these wires and electronics in there. Just a little shade over there, and you have a perfect Hulkbuster head. Also here, it's the same. It's really good. Let's see if the Tony Stark head works in there. Yes, like this. Yeah, it looks not 100% perfectly, but all in all, it works, and that is what it should. So yeah, let's attach the Hulkbuster head again. Then we have ball joints, pretty good ones also. Swivels on the arms up here. Then yeah, one jointed elbows, but we got them swiveled, so this gives it a little bit more of articulation. Just keep in mind, down here, this piece will block the armor up here, so don't move it too far. Could also yeah, destroy the articulation a little bit, but yeah. Then, as I said, horizontal hinges on the hands, these work perfect, as well as swivels. And we got this big fig upper chest swivel. This also moves pretty okay. The legs are, yeah, almost the same as on the Destroyed Steel. We have a way different mold here on the legs. When I put these swivels aside, you see that it looks really cool. They done it all over all the figure here. And the armor doesn't even block it that much, so you can go behind the ass cheeks here. It's really good. And also, these move up way better as on Detroit Steel. Still, you can't do that much. So you can really feel it clicking in on the legs, but you can't go between these spots, it feels like. Then we have, oh god, these are stiff as hell. We get double jointed pinless knees. I want to stretch this second one. Is it? Yeah, it is one. Oh god. Yeah, let me try it on the other leg. Don't want to break this since I didn't even open it. Oh god, there was a crack. Okay, I won't be able. I simply won't be able. I don't want to break this. But as you see, we have a second joint here on the legs. It's still stiff as hell. I gotta warm this thing up or anything. I'm just interested how the knees will work. Let me try it off cam again and then I'll show you. Okay, wasn't able to do it. Definitely not. Maybe one day. Write in the comments if I should drop a short, if I anyhow know how to use these. But simply I would say right now, cutting a little bit through there. But these almost look glued down here. So if they didn't even wanted it because of the knees, that it's moving. But I mean, these pieces here, these are bendable, so it should be used. But yeah, I'll show it when I find it out. Write down if you want to see that. Then we got vertical hinges on the feet as well as swivels. These move perfectly. And this one pushes a little bit too much up. We got here these protector pieces around his ankles, which is also really nice. Makes the figure look a little bit better. And one more thing that you could count as articulation are these shoulder pads. These are free to move. This is really good. So I would say it's finally time to assemble this thing with these two pieces. So first up, this is the easiest part. We get the triangle here from his arc reactor. Just pushing it over there. Just see that the helmet is, over it. And then we have two gaps and two peg holes for the back piece. So the flat pegs here, these gaps, focus. Yeah, these are going up there. Or just think about the other part that's noticeable. These two should be up. Okay, let's click it together, or like that. It worked perfectly. So yeah, now it looks like the Hulkbuster as it should. It's really big. The head movability isn't really there anymore, but still we have a pretty chunky, pretty big Hulkbuster I mean. Here the chest swivel is not moving that good with the armor, but I mean we got a really good Hulkbuster here. Then this would be important too. We got these two pieces finally sticking them into here like this and like that. Yes. We have a few repulsor blast pieces here, but no hands where we could apply those. No blast effect pieces or anything, which is a little bit sad. But all in all, it's a big ass cool Hulkbuster. Since I've already showed you most of the details, we're just going into round 2. And then it's pretty much everything for today. So first up, I'll show you all these molded and painted parts here on the shin protectors. These look awesome. Also these knee plates. As I've already mentioned, I think this is the most love to detail they've done in a while. Another really cool thing is, as well as on the, what was he called, Detroit Steel, we get under the arms wires. Not that many, but we get still a lot of pretty cool wires all around here, all molded. Side of here on the arms we get gold. If we move the arms up like this, we have still here under the triceps some more wires and stuff. And I think one of the coolest details on this is actually on the arm protectors, that pattern they did on there, as well as on the shoulder pads. This really looks amazing. The gold tone shines perfectly bright. Just one more thing, I'm pretty sure I didn't mention it. And also with that we can see if we can snap the body open. Okay, here you can see here the shell around his body is pretty tight on there. Okay, removing it feels really bad. I probably won't do this so many times. But yeah, if you play a battle between the Hulk and the Hulkbuster, we can remove that so that he destroyed the armor. Let's put the Tony hat into there. Won't hold that good. But then we got here these scratched open metal pieces, and I think that's also a really niche, a really nice detail. It's not necessary to have, but it's pretty cool to have it on there. So yeah, let me reassemble this thing, then we'll come to the rating 1 to 10. So I fully reassembled it and applied the fists that are coming with him, and all in all, I would give it a rating of... It's hard. I would give it a solid 7. It's a really cool figure. The movability is there. It's just here, these bigger characters, you see the upper body, it's wiggling around. That's always an issue. I don't know if they have an option how to fix this, but this is the one that we got. It's really cool. The details are insane all of the figure, and I'm really happy that we get these switchable, swivelable shoulder pads. I'm also really happy that we have that break-in armor, and that we get ball joints with the swiveled biceps triceps section. Even though the arms are, or the elbows are one-jointed, we still have these swiveled biceps triceps things, so that gives back articulation as hell. We also have the Iron-Man hat in there and 2 interchangeable hands. The only thing that makes it to a 7 instead of a 8 or 9 is simply the price. Holy shit, 80 euros? 80 euros? Back then I could get a big fig like the Giant Man from Civil War for like 40 euros. I mean, okay, Giant Man from Civil War is just take the mold of Ant-Man, make it like that size, print it in bigger, okay, but also with 60 I'm fine for big figs. Still not okay, but I'm still fine for 60 euros. But this one here for 80, just because of it got like the breakable armor piece or anything, or just because he's a slight amount bigger than normal BAFs, think that's not fair. That's definitely not fair. But all in all, good 7 out of 10 because it's still really good. And I mean, Hasbro just played around with their prices the last few years since they started with these HasLab big projects and stuff. Yes, they've done a really big Sentinel, the 60 centimeters or what it was. So they had to do another cheaper one, but also the same size, so $200. So they just boosted these prices with big projects to make it look more relatable, more realistic, but still it's insanely priced mostly. But yeah, all in all, that was pretty much everything for today. I hope you had an awesome day. Now it's finally time to say, action out.